Okay, how's Kemba Walker going to fit in with the rest of this team? Because he's a dude who's been a bit more shoot first the past few seasons in Charlotte, which he kind of needed to be since the team around him didn't have a whole lot of natural offensive players. Here, that's a different story. We've got some guys who are willing to shoot the thing, so I'm willing to let the season kind of play itself out for a little bit. I've removed all the scoring preferences for, who should shoot the most and things like that, and I'm just going to kind of see what happens first. I mean, I don't want to wait too long to make decisions on okay, this guy should shoot more than this guy, but I'm willing to have a little bit of leeway when the season initially begins, because it's an adjustment going from what we had before to Kemba. I'm not going to accept this weird trade by the 2K. I don't want Buddy Hield. And we're 2-3. Okay, what's going on? What the hell is this? No one's actually shooting the basketball. Yeah, this is not, okay, this is really awkward. Let's, forget this happened and let's head right over to this. I think this is fair. Jason Tatum shoots the most. He's the most natural scorer we have. Bagley number 2, hopefully averaging 16 points a game. Kemba, maybe around that. And you'll see that we're now 6-4. We went on a 4-game winning streak. There's some things we gotta look at. Tatum's taken over the scoring load, which, okay, he's still not over 20-something points a game, which I don't even know at this point. This is kind of weird. Why is Kemba averaging 11.5 points a game? Well, for one, he's just not very efficient right now, but you'll notice he's also only shooting 10 times a game, so we're definitely going to have to adjust shot tendencies and things of that nature to just make this team make a little bit more sense. This game against the Bulls, the production was good, but Kemba Walker had 8 turnovers. That is terrible. Kemba, if you are going to make a habit of turning the ball over this often, then we're going to have a problem. But we don't want to overreact too much, and if we look at some of the other games that he's had here, at least one other one, we'll see that he has not been bad, but he's just been maybe inconsistent. Although, I don't like using inconsistent as a reason because I feel like that's a cop-out when guys are not actually good at certain things. So we're going to have to come to the bottom of it. I think the big thing is that he's just been inefficient, but the turnovers are pretty bad themselves. See, this game, this is a more normal game, 16 points, 6 assists. I feel like this is the sort of game that we can expect from him. I feel like it would be unrealistic to imagine that he would average 20-plus points a game given where he is now, which, I mean, that's okay. You can average less points, but you can still be a big impact guy. So, I feel like this is more where we would probably want him to be. I feel like the proper makeup of the team would have to be, like I had before, Tatum shooting the most, then probably Bagley, and then Kemba being about the same. Maybe Kemba a little more if Bagley isn't ready to make the offensive explosion just yet. We'll talk about Marvin Bagley as this video goes along, but this game against OKC is more in the realm of what I would want Kemba to be this season for us. But then this one against the Celtics, he was just flat out bad. This one he was very inefficient as well. 4 for 12 from the field. All of these are at home for some reason. So, I mean, look, I'll just say it now. This is not what I'm thinking, but I'm not afraid to be like, yeah, if it ends up not working out with Kemba, then yeah, we would look to trade the dude. As for 10 games in, it has not been the best. It's been a little disappointing. That doesn't mean we're going to give up on this right now, because the talent upgrade is definitely there. But, if things really just don't work out, then, we'll see what we can do. But so far, not been the beautiful start for Kemba Walker for us, but we're willing to work with it. Now, if we talk about Marvin Bagley, he's been a little up and down as well. Now, this game against the Bulls, 24 points and 17 rebounds. That's about what I think his ceiling is. Maybe not 17 rebounds a game, but you get it. First off, why the hell do I keep having us play the Bulls? But the other thing I was going to say is, I feel like Bagley puts us in a slightly awkward position of, I feel like he has the potential to be our top dude, but I feel like if we give the reins to the team, or if we give him the reins to the team right now, I feel like it makes us a little worse. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much. But then against OKC, Bagley wasn't good, and it's just because he didn't get to shoot the ball that much. He only shot the ball 2 freaking times. I mean, all he really did was grab some rebounds. This one against the Celtics, this is more in the range of what I want from the guy. 18 points, 14 rebounds. So I think I've said this before with Bagley, but I feel like he's similar to Anthony Davis in the sense of he's destined to be like the number one option on a team, even if he's not the best ball handler on the team. I feel like you can run almost anything with the guy. So we're figuring it out. That's the biggest thing I can say. I feel like all these inconsistencies show that we've got something, we just haven't used it correctly just yet. I think the one guy who's been the most consistent ever since I told him to shoot the ball more, probably Jason Tatum. I mean, 30 points against the Bulls here, 24 points against the Celtics, and I'm pretty sure all of these are at least decently efficient from the floor. And then this one against OKC, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. I think, one, I appreciate the fact that I'm just going to no-sell Aaron Gordon again. You're not going to be seeing Aaron Gordon for this footage here, but I think Gordon might have to be one of the guys who we just tell to shoot the ball less, to allow a guy like Tatum to shoot the ball more, and then Bagley and Kemba can get more shot attempts, because it just seems like that would be the right makeup for the team. I'm not going to lie to you. After seeing the first 10 games, though, part of me believes maybe a George Hill type of a point guard would have been better for us, but I think we're going to be okay overall. I think the talent is it's really high, is the best thing I can say. But you want to know the craziest thing? We're still the third best offensive team in the league. So I have no freaking clue right now. Our defense has actually been kind of the problem with us, so I don't know, maybe we're all just going to average 12 points a game and be the best team in the league. I don't know. The ratings make no sense. I do think some in-house changes need to be made. No transactions just yet, but more so like, who shoots the ball more and stuff like that.